one last light on the chandelier.
Architects, the sky, the earth, and all between. From the 28th of February 2025. Today's the 2nd of March. That's... I don't know if there's ever been another album that would just shut the critics up harder than that. Not only like lyrically with Seeing Red and everything, but just like, this is so good and has everything and pushes things forwards, brings things back. I love it. It might be perfect. It might be perfect. I couldn't fault a second of that. Great features. The whole thing's amazing. The track listing is wild. The fact that you can hide Curse and Seeing Red at the end of this album, because there's so much other good stuff, is amazing. It would be interesting for someone that hadn't heard any of the songs to just listen all the way through. Because hearing all the singles beforehand, and, you know, with like Curse and Seeing Red, I've heard them so much. And then the more recent songs haven't heard as much, obviously. Yeah. So you can hide Curse and Seeing Red at the back because I know them so well. But if you're listening to it for the first time, I'd love to know what people thought about it. I love this band. I love this band so much. For a long time, I think up until Holy Hell, I really saw Architects as just the realest, like metalcore, modern metalcore. They were just the realest, truest, most honest, raw, modern metalcore. Then Holy Hell came out, and it's one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life. I think it's definitely a top 10 album of all time for me, Holy Hell. And that just, for me, I think for them as well, I think that's the point where they just elevated. They were already so huge in like the real underground metalcore, modern metalcore scene. And then Holy Hell just put them to the top of like modern metal. And then they, the other albums, in retrospect, at the time, it was like, oh my God, they're changing so much, these giant changes. You listen to them now, you're like, no, they weren't. Why were people jumping so harshly at them for what they were doing here? This album, it's perfect. It's perfect. I love it so much. I just want to listen to it more now. And I will. And I can forever. This not only makes me want to listen to this more, it makes me want to go and listen back through the last bunch of albums, which is exciting. I need the vinyl of this. I need to hold it. I don't listen to vinyl. I'm not a collector of vinyl because I like the sound of vinyl. What I love is holding the physical manifestation of something that I love. Because it's so hard with music. Music you can't hold. You get to watch it in one concert and it's like, now, you know, I love that experience and now it's gone. You get to listen to it, and while you're listening to it, you get to experience it. But then when you're not listening to it, it's gone. And I find that when you have a vinyl record of an album, like it's literally engraved into the vinyl. You actually have a physical version. Like you have the album. It's not like, you know, like a CD where it's like scanned by a laser and read. Like it's imprinted, and there's something about that with the big artwork as well. I'm a big artwork guy as well, so having a large, good quality version of the artwork is very important to me. And I don't have that many. I only buy the vinyl for albums that are very important to me. I think I've got like 20 in total. I think this is what I'm going to have to get. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching this. I loved it. Loved it. I think I don't have anything else to say. I'm just going to listen to it a lot now. I think I'm going to go and listen to it tomorrow, at least once, and then the next day, and then just go from there. What a band. Okay.